having to face already early on here for the pistol round of Bind. NRG making heavy moves here. Slight miss there with the molly, but it will do the job. It stops them momentarily. Matador is going to be dashing straight past this. Bit of disrespect in order, and he smokes as well. A little bit of a corner and a pocket, but a nade will push this back. So plant denied for now. TPs as well. There's going to be threats coming from every single angle for NRG here, and it's up to them to see if they can put a stop to a double fight over towards Showers. Not anticipating the angle, but Verno snaps to the side anyway. Brock dealt with. Verno's low. Ethan knows it. Angles to be played for here, and he's trying to play his life in. It's a nice shot by Verno, at least to get that one kill. And Scuba on the prowl.
On the most ridiculous wraparound around the world, Scuba.
Aspas and Zekken, dynamic duo. On the duelist this time. Let's see if they anticipate this one. The timing caught. Kiko has a bullet to the temple, but Scuba wrapping from behind surely is that insurance policy. Reload committed. Scuba's around. It's out into the open. Aspas low, and time now thoroughly against Zekken. Not much you can do in a spot like this. Sharp shooting on display. The kill at the end not going his way. It's NRG leading a pistol round here in this best of 5. Getting this round on the board though will be important.
Down short.
Yeah, already got that A short control. Gathering all the way up. There's a Trailblazers trying to put the squeeze onto the side. It's drone's going to be used. It's a good shot by Aspas. Lays claim to the side of Showers. He's got some help as well alongside Zekken. That's still not going down. There's a lot of util that's being expended. Zekken collects himself another one with Mata being dropped. Aspas as well. These are just kills happening all over the place as Aspas is just going hunting for them.
Yeah, he fully pushed out through Showers. 8 HP managed to take the 1v1 against Ethan.
That's what we needed to see from Aspas. Big performances flash through as soon as that plan comes down. Zekken taking names and not taking any chances in a round like that. Drone is going to be broken to spot a lot of these players now. 40-second mark. This is going to be the signal to go for NRG. Moving forwards now. Steam rolling ahead. Not much in terms of resistance. There is that flank, as you called out. 2 players of MIBR going to be reaching the party soon enough. 30 seconds. Plant still being denied. Util was saved for the situation just like this. And Ethan's still looking for the next signs of it. Dimensional Drift is going to be utilized this time. And Zekken putting out the players. And that is a complete collapse. MIBR laid out the trap. It was NRG that stumbled into it.
And Aspas with another 3K.
This is what we needed to see.
It's a little slower.
Slow for now.
Again, you know they're doing something different, so Aspas is not going to run into a stack.
It's a drone forwards. Zekken is hard committed here. There's Salvo's at his feet, trying to move to the side, and that flash did not connect. Zekken capitalizes quickly. Ethan's removed. Out forwards. Verno. Verno! Drops them where they stand. That's a spike drop down as well. Essentially in enemy territory. The smokes in the face of Verno. Small gap to play in, but again, this is an MIBR that are not content with just leaving space untaken. They will take the fight to you today. A team angry.
They knew that Bonka had called to change things up. NRG had run that same push basically twice. Scuba towards Showers, Ethan to support. They're definitely going to do something different, and Aspas coming up around behind and puts a bullet into the ear of Scuba. Didn't even have to use his showstopper.
No. Down A short though, Aspas is willing to square up. Eager to scrap and seems to be aware that he could be able to catch a player unaware as Seeker's moving behind him. Kiko is out wider. Seeker spoils the party though, and Aspas is gone, taken out. He was alone on A.
They're trying to do the same thing again. But there goes the showstopper, and the defenders are having to pivot to try to plug this gap over on the A side. And now Ethan's got a really nice opportunity to call some mid-round stuff. Plenty of time on the clock. 5v4. Yeah. Tex pushing out of sand just to get that information.
More and more risks to be taken when you're a player down. Might get a sound cue. Yeah, Brock is running full sprint now because it's NRG hard committing. What a shot by Tex. Verno out towards the back. This guy is just lighting him up right now. Feel like we are witnessing a very angry MIBR. NRG left scrambling right now, looking to see if they can piece together any sort of semblance of a round. They are falling though, dropping whittled to pieces. Scuba and Kiko, the last ones left. Smoke in your face, but Zekken still primed onto the angle. Few stray shots, he is low. But still steps forward, still steps up to the challenge. And all that damage done, a softened up target for Verno to just eat up. 5-2, MIBR.
They look like they're full of energy at least to begin.
Yeah.
And this is back to the original game plan for NRG. This is what they were doing for the first few rifle rounds.
Towards A. Not too much in terms of the way of Plantanars across the map, but a snake bite matter. Top of the box.
There's
to punish on the Mazzino, yes. Knew they were going to be trying to use some of that util to deny that plan, and so Mazzino caught unaware. The rifle, though, reclaimed. Zekken vacating it. Showers control was taken the whole time. Spams and bullets are going to be wrestling against the back of the walls there. Trailblazer. Clearance into Hookah. Gets the clearance onto Tex 2 onto that corner. There's bullets firing forward. Salvos instantaneously. A flash. Stuns. Everything coming at him right now. And Mada is the first one to draw blood onto the site. Kiko slips past all of them here. Zekken's going to be facing a multitude of players there into the high-low. This is a interesting scenario. With just 2 players left, MIBR not going to be looking to play into this when he realizes the chances are just way too slim.
Aspas pulling out the Outlaw in order to punish the light armor buy that NRG loves to go for.
Yeah, no end of the economy. You said I like to go to conserving the money. Matters forwards though. This is rapid approach all the way through short. Zekken forced to respect it. TP's back all the way over towards B, and here's a showstopper. Time to shine. Finds a target. Ethan's down and out. Underhanded with a nade. Prevents any sort of reclamation there of the spike. It's still picked up. Plant online, they don't realize he's still here. Aspas hunting down the target. Armageddon's now going to be rolled out though. This is NRG looking to salvage the situation as best they possibly can. And Brock with steady aim, rifle in hand. Brock, he's got safety in numbers. Kiko over the shoulder will help him out.
The double flank coming down short.
And that 3v3 suddenly into a 2v2.
What a spin!
Turn on a dime. Kiko lowers anything. Viper's Pit blossoming out. Gives him a bit of cover for NRG to retreat. There's plenty of time left into the rounds. These have been rapid beginnings, unorthodox to the way that NRG usually like to play a tap. Potentially, though, the footsteps being heard. Verno, he had his eyes trained. Second guessing it. Wondering where this is, and Kiko's been handed the timing. 3 kills now for him.
30 seconds left.
Looking potentially for the 4th, but it's up to Zekken now in a 1v2 to put a stop to it. Pit still active. Scoping it out, trying to hunt where these players could be. Time, pressure, mounting against NRG. They need to get this plant down. But they don't know where Zekken could be lying. Contemplating that it could have been a rotation. The plant down, and Zekken, bit of spam straight through the box. Kiko going down in the final few bullets. It leaves it into a 1v1, but crucially, Scuba still alive. The pit remains. A blight on the map. An obstacle that's going to be in his way. Taking it slowly, steadily now. Trying to scope out every possibility. Decay kicking in, Scuba relying on to the shorty. Not quite a tap. Zekken was the full stick this one, moving forward. Scuba, that's half earned. Zekken has wing cons, but a shorty will do him in regardless. Scuba winning that round out. It got scrappy. NRG now just trailing by the 1 round. Flash. It's good for it. NRG brute force through showers. They're looking for this ult orb online onto Mada. And Kiko, in fact, has a season and orbital strike. Reactive play by MIBR.
Lovely.
Trying to get 1 step ahead, trying to read what the play is. Zekken. Rifle aim is a little bit labored there. In exchange of the bullets to refract, they call a bit of a stalemate.
This is one of the few rounds where Scuba has been looking over towards B, but he's got a pit in his face on B long. And Aspas, in hot form, holding Hookah. NRG have got a little bit of control around the map, but it's nothing to write home about. They're still going to have to go through this guy.
Yeah, he does like this angle. He's played here before. See if they're ready for it. That's a wide face and swing. Nade, though, was primed for this. Prevents any sort of follow-up, and the smoke was instantaneous. Mada, he's gone down and out. That was over towards A. The backup policy, and Verno is just going running around, hunting for the stragglers.
Delivering the 8th death with no kills for NRG's IGL.
This is an MIBR. They are not content with just leaving the space as is. They are hungry for the kills and hungry to make a statement.
They've been the team in control here.
It's a weak A setup here for MIBR.
Double Duel is holding hands for MIBR, though.
Yeah.
You know, they were constantly prolling.
Tex. He's got a lot on his plate here, but it's still able to get the 1 with Mada. Gone, finished off. Plays it all the way in and through. This orbital strike is going to go wide. It's a miss. Will clear out most of Lamps, and NRG will absorb up most of that space once more.
They're sand pushing again.
This is a deep push all the way out. This is relentless right now from MIBR.
But there's never anyone from NRG able to stop it.
No, confidence is brimming.
You want to cancel, you want to go towards B, but look at these players in market.
The angles are being held. Might come down to a game of timings, but with those rifles well trained, off onto the corner, Verno! Gets two, can't manage a third, but the damage might have been done. Still an attempt to get back control, some stability into your feet for NRG. Scuba and Brock left in a 2v3. Zekino immediately posted back to the wall, onto the B site. Look to timing this drone, see if he can get himself potential angle, but he's spotted out at the barest of moments, revealed towards it, and that's shot straight through. Flimsy metal, it's not enough to stop it. NRG, the one's powering ahead.
After Verno's 2K in market, and second getting there on site beforehand. Should have been locked up. NRG are being offered ways back into these rounds, despite the fact that their opening game plan is giving them nothing.
1v2 now for Tex. Let's try and find what these players are. Slight sound cue. It's going to give him a bit of information, but this is NRG ready to double swing. Taking the fight together, and it's almost there. Potential from Tex. You could get control of the spray on time, but for NRG, or even a sigh of relief.
That NRG are not ready to hit B just yet. And Verno's done a great job, actually, of re-establishing control and information down B long. Question is whether he feeds.
He's forwards. He's taking a fight. There's so many players in front of him. It's the one, and he spots out where the rest of the bodies are. Surely that pulls rotations, but that gives time for Scuba to strike. He's been good on these lurks before, and he's going to be hearing all of these sound cues. Tex now, pressure on him. Convergent pass, potentially sidestep Scuba, looking for the right time. And at mass TP, Scuba calls it. It's a vacated A site. They're pulling them away. With only 16 seconds left. Time's barely there. Molly's flying forwards, though.
Nade from Aspas.
Nade, potential to deny the plans. Ethan, full sticking it, barely alive on a shred of HP. 4v4 still. This final round of this half is really coming down to the minor differences. And that raw aim, gunfight's taken. NRG winning this one out. It's a baited a shot, no reload. Matter's going to be careful. But the damage firmly done. NRG making sense. A rather chaotic round here. It's all within their hands at this point in a 2v4. Aspas and Mazzino. The onus on them to try and see if they can put a stop to any of this. A tap doesn't really pull any of the attention at the time. It just ran way too short. Kills might be flowing at the end here, but this is NRG that will be dragging it 6-2-6.
The finest margins once again as Ethan survives on 2 HP. The call from Scuba to draw players back into A.
Dashed away here, especially with the pace of play that we've seen so far. Well, the second half might be a little bit different here. There's players walking up.
Both of these teams going for sand pushes.
Yeah.
Constantly as a reaction to short info.
Looking for that information. Mazzino caught unaware. He's a player that will be dropped here, but Texas not to be dismayed. That is a snap to the side. Crosshair placement wasn't quite ready, but that's a player in front of it. Verno trying to stick that plan. Brock unaccounted for up towards that heaven angle. Spike picked up. Aspas now the hard committal.
They're not flipping the map, though.
No, they're not. The flank is still in control of NRG. They want to try and fight this player over here. Zekin and Tex trying to make a go of it, but Brock can just try and play his life as much as he can. Plenty of pockets to play in. The flash connects, and the shots going wild and wide. Not enough.
But now the plan isn't good for them.
No, and now players can get on top of this when it comes down to that individual brilliance. Sticking Matter all the way through. It's already on half. Plays it to push them back. To Satchel and away. Matter's off it, claiming the kills. Forward, Zekin! Relentless! Going for it to salvage that situation.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Is it's really easy for their economy to now still look very good. Yeah. They have actually forced one of the guns in this round, though. They've been doing this a lot, MIBR. And then Verno picks up a sheriff if they fail.
Just a round out to buy. Matter, he's on that. ADS'd up. He has backup as well by his side. Brock lying in wait. End of this game, feeling like it comes down to the gunfights that are being taken. It's brute force as an approach.
It's a nice timing from Mazzino, though. He times it with the orb tap, so he knows he's taking a 1v1.
Verno looking like he might want to take some of the space, but just holding for now. Jump spot angle.
MIBR have been quiet down short, so NRG haven't found a timing to push on the other side of the map just yet.
Once overheads.
Ethan.
Lamps is occupied. Ethan just commits a TP. He trailblazed it earlier. I think he anticipated it was going to be clear. And not enough to deny that plan. The snakebite came a little bit too late there. 4v4 still, though. Anyone's game. MIBR looking to take this one again through that sheer individuality, but it's Matter the one shining. Ethan towards the back of the site. Still in control of this. Tex and Mazzino. They do have mollies to play with, but right now, keeping the guns out. Convergent pass being earned up, and Matter's going to be utilizing it, using it. Tex left spinning, wondering how the hell is he going to get out of this spot. Scuba reclaims that space up eagerly and cleans up the following players. Mazzino dropped at a moment's notice. 1 round is the difference between these two teams for our opening map. Enough time passed though that NRG can slowly maneuver some of the pieces back over towards B. Shore it up.
Yeah, they've got the stack in the right place now.
Yeah, 3 players. That's a TP by Mada. He gets traded out though. He had the refract to potentially get out there, but overstayed his welcome. Shots through the wall. Scuba lowers anything. The horn revealing onto the 2 of the players. It looks like a hard committal. MIBR looking like they want to go for this one. Sees not quite that. It's just a nade and a snake bite enough to clear it up with the bullets following through. Scuba timing taken and denied. MIBR had their rifles well trained on the appropriate angles.
A slow siege on the B side from MIBR and forcing every player out of position, driving them into the open where they're easy pickings. And this round, it's over. And really, MIBR are generating a huge amount of ults off the back of it too. Thought they were going to look for the plant as Aspas popped the showstopper there, because it would have been very hard to spam and deny.
Well, players are starting to take the space up now. Mada wants to see if he can try and take this fight forward. No! Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's astonishing stuff from Verno. He's hit some major multi-kill rounds in this map so far, but that one is something else.
Ridiculous stuff. Stamps out anything that could got deadly and dangerous. Rourke, he's the playmaker here. Stun does connect, but covered. Scuba's only got the Bucky. Could potentially get another gun for it. Hold on, that's a kill claim. Players are low. He's like, wait a minute, I don't want that gun still. Angles accounted for. Mazzino eager to plug in the gaps here. Horn overhead. This is getting a little bit messy. They want to try and deal with Scuba cleanly, but they know where he is. They've got him penned in, and they're just toying with him at this point. There it is. Kill for Aspas. 3-round difference now, MIBR leading. We're hitting that minute mark, and he did potentially spot more than a few players. Dimensional Drift, though, from Zekken signals that this might be a bit of a speed up. MIBR looking for that information, looking for signs that they can hard commit into this, but players are waiting into the wings. It's just Scuba spotted. It's a bait and switch. NRG, they've got players waiting, but they need to jump out of the smokes now. Time to capitalize. Kills flowing for them all the way. Aspas in a 1v2, making a 1v1. This guy is lighting them all up. TV heard. Knows the positioning. 20 seconds remaining. There was a fake TP at that. Refract back for Mada. Trying to bait the position, and it's caused Aspas to plan for backside. He's not going to anticipate this. This is a fast timing by Mada, but a boombot might spell it all out. No rifle picked up. Timing, waiting it out. Mada's got the op. It just comes down. However, Aspas might wade right into his sight lines, but the angle is held, and the awareness is so damn good. Cerebral play by Aspas.
He's back. There's so many things that if MIBR turn around, just turn it up a little degree, could give NRG a lot of trouble, and you get to see it there.
Potentially. Zekken's going to be dropped early on and around like this. Could have been the tipping point. That's an armor getting committed. NRG spending ults. Quite telling, I think, perhaps, of the mentality that they're in. Pops himself out of it, though, and it's a bit of a sound bait. Looks like wants to slip his way back in to punish. But Scuba reasserts himself, gaining control, and looks like there should be a fight going his way. Yeah, the highlights pointed out. Verno's gone. At this point, options for MIBR. Entirely leaning over towards the B side, but NRG have got reinforcements. Control is theirs. Smokes lay it down. The rifle spam while you're at it. Salvos as well going to be pushing them out and away, and the kills at least claimed there. Just that 1-for-1. Orbital strike to deny this one. 18 seconds left. What is the call right now for MIBR? Looks like to be to give it up.
I think it's, honestly, not even that bad of a round for MIBR. They've managed to pull out 2 massive ultimates. The ult bank was starting to get enormous for NRG. And if they want to win 5 in a row, they can't always be relying on using, you know, Armageddon and Orbital Strike in the rounds.
A lot of pressure there with a util. The Prowler in the face, Brock is forced to really respect that. Who could control, though, given up. And Aspas is alone when he's taking this angle and approach. It is risky business. Slightest of margins. Hunting forward and doubled up. It might not go his way at all. Yes, NRG had that one in a high-low. Plenty of util where that came from as well. The salvos.
That's a spike.
Decay. Yes.
He gets out.
Mazzino can't be going down in a spot like that.
And manages to extract himself.
Instant reposition by NRG. Bait and switch off into the corner. The Seeker's going to be offloaded into that mid-round just for that extra information. Tech's only breaking the one. Two
Yeah.
of them leading away, and this is Mada taking a flank off of it. He's realized it. See if the timing gets taken. All leading over towards B, though. Just like NRG have got this one in their complete control, unless things go direly wrong. B long control, backside is all there. Zekken alone onto the side. Tex as a bullet to the dome, straight to Mada. Kiko, though, responding, stepping up, sidestepping most of these bullets, and Ethan getting involved into the fight. Verno left alive as the last one left. He will be running all the way back and around. There's 15 seconds left.
I think Scuba's going to beat him to the punch here, though. He's gone through the teleporter. Yeah, and Verno gives it up. He realizes this is not a round that's going to be possible.
Anticipating Aspas's position, postures and pushes him back. That is a pit now. Lay it down over towards the A site.
Still difficult to actually get the plant committed, though.
Yeah, look at the amount of smokes committed. Showers control for Mazzino, but again, he has to sidestep and a convergent pass. No way!
That's just a bad weapon. Mazzino only had a Spectre.
Not enough damage done. 20 HP is what Mada survives with, and that could make a critical difference. Aspas looking to see if he can plug in the gaps in their hold. Mada, patience on display.
They dropped their own pit to try to get the plant.
Trying to bait it out, but Aspas is the one baited into the shot, yet the crosshair placement is still good. Sublime at that. Showstopper waiting for that rainy day. Plant down, and this is just to push them back and create space. No one wants to hard commit into this. But that rocket, the fuse, finally dropping low enough, and the rocket does go straight into the wall. No casualties, 4v4, MIBR. It's a massive turning point. It could be the map in their pocket as long as they maintain their composure and can earn these kills. But NRG are the ones closing in. Scuba, he activates finally onto that flank and just peels his way back.
Zekken just appeared into his lap.
Verno, his time to step up. It's raw individuality. That's what's on display here. Scuba finally dropped. Aspas anticipating that re-swing. Snake bite, nade, or collapse. Combine their efforts, MIBR. Determined to get this one under their belt. And in a 1v3, Kiko making a 1v2.
He's got 7 bullets.
So much to overcome. Shorty out trying to find the targets, but running and gunning, toying with them. MIBR upsetting our expectations. They are feeling no fatigue. They are leading this lower bracket grand final.
It is inevitably going to come up in the map pool at some point, and NRG have made sure it's an instant response after bind. So this is a chance for the defending world champions to punch back.
Seeing the teams here, we'll see how fast they choose to take it. Contacting for now, but this is about to get explosive off the contact of Mada. Players waiting in the wings here. Aspas is going to be that first casualty, even over the shoulder. Mada with a follow-up. That is a 1-2 punch. And that is as rapid as anything.
Yeah, this map might be a little different to bind. This is the bottom of NRG's pool, right up to the top of NRG's map pool. Double Bucky as well if they go back into B and Aspas decides to path towards elbow. At the moment, playing that 1-3-1.
Aggro.
3 suppressed.
3 tagged. Ethan trying to creep his way back up onto the line, but he's going to get punished for it. They main control, though, still maintained. Mada's here, and this is an important fight. It takes wins this one outside, stepping with the movement, but Mada in control of it. Makes the right micro adjustments and light speed to get back to safety. Rejoining with his team. Him and Kiko want to try and hold down control over towards elbow. Side control given up.
Spike's late. Mazzino had it controlling B.
Towards the side, Aspas is taking this fight straight up, but he's locked up himself and off and around all that time pressure. Mata!
How's he done it again?
Where does he pull it from? The amount of aces this guy gets. We shouldn't be surprised at this point, but
Every time, though, it's ridiculous.
That's astounding.
This is crazy. This is his 11th ace. Most of anybody in Americas. In his short career, he's already had twice as many aces as Aspas in Americas. Is that not unbelievable?
It's ridiculous. Seen an all considered, and why not? Got it early enough.
He has had it early enough, but it is a full anti-eco.
But they want to maintain momentum, I think. NRG trying to stomp out any signs of uprising.
But no follow-up.
No follow-up, just enough to slow them down, potentially insert. Reassess the situation, though. These smokes are eventually retreating back, but Mada back to the wall. There's plenty of targets now. Flashes dodged, avoided. Kiko's forwards onto this line already. There's players, though, and this could get really scrappy. Indeed, it does. They've been overwhelmed. Elbow control taken over. Guns handed over. Jumping up, Bucky around, anticipating the re-swing. Ethan, it's good presence of mind, but there's so much damage done in the movement. He's just B-hopping his way out of there. Tech flanks from the side. Sharp shooting with the Sheriff. Brock, though, it's not going to be any match for Verno. Not when he's got that gun back in his hands. And now to swing, Mazzino's feeling it. A thrifty win for MIBR.
If Aspas goes for his classic dash into mid, normally he's got to be worried about the knife.
He's got to be worried about Mada now with that operator, because he's trained onto the angle, but he misses the shot. That's just a wide face. Suppressed though to refract. He's stuck in no man's land right now, and Mada knows it. Hunting for that kill. It's fast pressure that's being unleashed now. MIBR looking to make the most of all that. Sound cues and chaos out towards mid. No command that's going to be emanating. Mazzino now to try and put a stop to it, but I mean, Ethan is way too aware.
That is clean from Ethan, even as he's dropping down from a box.
Spike planted.
2v3 for MIBR. Verno and Zekken have got to be on point. NRG, not normally in the habit of making mistakes and creating openings, but Verno is taking risks himself. He might just spot it there, and there it is. Perfect angle. Shots going into the floor. Trying to chop them down at the ankles. It's damage done to Scuba, but no kill confirmed. Leaves Zekken in a 1v2. All on his shoulders. Trying to really lay it down with the bullets, but a snake bite causing issues, but he collects the first kill anyway. Shock bite rebounding. Brock just walks right into it. And Zekken secures it. A Red Bull clutch. 3 kills in a round for him. Spells out actually quite a bit. If the server's this deep, then chances are the rest of the team probably is as well. Convergent paths though, trying to take a bit of that link control. Aspas is alone really in this approach. He's got one player towards the back, but off all this pressure again, MIBR are so happy to just slip into the gaps. Zekken claims the life over towards B. It's TPs on TPs. The reposition over towards A main, and Ethan's taking risks to try and offset that disadvantage. It does not go his way. Double dash again over towards A though. It's Scuba looking to hold this one down. Brock behind him. But they are left in a 3v5. You have to see heroics now coming out from NRG if they want to stand a chance. Will the clearance be there in time? Scuba holding his nerve, swings out wide. That's Aspas to lead it. Shots over, lighting him up, and seconds in the air, man.
That's criminal.
Toying with him. Drop down to 28 health. Shocks are flying. The time pressure is definitely there. Anything to try and push these players out and away. You never want to count this team out, but it looks like NRG are already calling it quits.
Zekken has been completely activated today. He started out with a great beginning on Bind, overshadowed in the end, to be honest with you, by Aspas and Verno, who were also playing fantastically. But we've been waiting for Zekken to have a monster game on Omen, because in theory that should be how this MIBR team manages to pull off the solo duelist well. Can Kiko keep the gun? No.
Verno! He's a man on a mission.
Runs him over like a truck. But Zekken got inserted into such a deep position on B.
Players, though, from NRG, they had a 3-player stack into mid, so they can instantly respond to this one. Aspas in and out, back again. Drones forwards. Quick exchange of the weaponry. This is no slowing down from MIBR. Even can't quite get control of the rifle. These trades are intact for MIBR themselves, but off onto the flank Mada. He likes to take timings like this, especially when he knows that he can get away with it. Still spotted out. Level of awareness there for Verno. Mada was able to just escape it.
But he's boxing them in. He's seen all 3 of the players from MIBR. Now they've got to go forwards.
There's only one choice to go forwards. Mazzino hits a cracking shot. Aspas is the next one up.
Well, they've just completely obliterated the 2 defenders there on the site.
It's dangerous. They might have been cornered, but not a team, the form that MIBR are in, that you want to corner. They will definitely punch their way through it.
It's like a little tear comes to his eye.
Yeah.
You do not want to let that opportunity disappear from you.
And it feels like that attitude that he has, that just will, that drive to run at them, has infected the rest of MIBR.
Well, there's so much on the line here for both teams.
Yeah.
They're both squads with enormous expectations.
The stakes are leveled on the shoulders of these players in terms of the legacy that they're going to be setting out. To create and make, that is a saturator, does connect. That is FURIA, that's huge. Massive, in fact, so much damage done. It's Brock just cleaving through the opposition, and why not?
Almost a prediction there on Zekken's TP. But the damage onto Aspas and Zekken is also enormous.
Softens them up. These angles. NRG just willing to let them all the way in, and Brock, well, I mean, he goes down. Matador looking to see if he can at least play off that sound pressure. He's biding his time for a certain degree, but he is stuck behind his box. Difficult spot, but the light speed will get him out of dodge.
Well, here comes the flank.
Yeah, and here it is, cornered in. Zekken was trying to set that up with a bit of util and expected that it would take that time. And this is NRG again. They're dishing it out straight back at MIBR, not willing to just sit back, get ran over. Don't want to go off that. Potentially waiting for the smokes to dissipate, but he just takes the timing now. Tex is definitely caught between a rock and a hard place, but he's found himself a slight pocket to play in. This wall is causing so many issues right now. They can't get past it, but as it drops, NRG trying to fight them. Just a 1-for-1. Tex is still isolated in a spot like this. 45 seconds left.
MIBR have done the same thing again, where they all group up on one side of the map, and there's really no opportunity to leave.
Deep down into the corner, but it's not getting the most value because there's a stack of NRG players waiting.
30 seconds left.
Entrenched right now onto the A site. Kiko holding down that Link Avenue, but that's a shock and a molly. Missed time, but the snake bite does the job regardless. Enough damage done in the end. Side open, off angle from Adit. Spotted out though just from the jiggles, and this has to be again firepower, brute force. That's how you pave away the victory. And Aspas slowly encroaching. We'll deny the ace, but a round they'll take. So left in the dark, left in the unknown. Knives are going to be flying overhead here. Aspas is still lurking around towards the back here, but I'm not too sure he's going to be able to find too much in terms of targets. His B side has to be the hit. Surely you can't go back to A. You have 20 seconds.
20 seconds!
20 seconds. Tex is gone down and out. That's a no command emanating, ripped out now. MIBR scrambling, lost in the dark right now. 13 seconds.
Do they even have time?
I don't know. Corroda's a big man. You got to get a move on. You got to sprint now. 7 seconds. You really have to get a go. That's barely enough time. And mid needs to be held down. Navigating the first danger, but can you get past this? Mazzino puts a stop to it himself.
On for the ace.
Determined for the ace. Determined to book his team's ticket to Santiago himself. Scuba walking and waiting right into his grasp, and he all just has to maintain that composure. Waiting now, Scuba knows it. He can feel it, the pressure's there, the players are surrounding him. MIBR will not let this slip, not in the slightest. Again, no ace, a bit of a repeat of the last round, to be honest. These smokes are causing issues. How do you get past this? Because it's tricky.
Mazzino's just bunny hopped through them.
Yeah, he does. No plant down still. Verno's near the back of it. Needs to be escorted straight to the side. These are kills now underhanded. They want to fight them tooth and nail. They really want to draw the blood out of them. The opponent's NRG, they can't withstand it.
Every flash, perfection. Mazzino and Zekin combined together, and MIBR are wiping the floor with NRG. They've only lost a single time on this map. But I think MIBR are poised to give them a second.
This is an unbelievable attack side round, and Scuba's already given it up.
Yeah, I mean,
final round and a half. Listen, he's just going to be playing back.
Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
This is done.
Time ticking. Got to play to your ounce, but it doesn't seem like he wants to.
Nice. He is simply wasting time here.
Okay, sure.
MIBR getting up to an 8-4 half on the attack side with great individual performances.
Absorbing up one side of it. The snakebite does slow them down for an instance. MIBR happy to, again, get that flank going all the way through mid, clear it all the way out, but that's a punish onto Kiko. Deep TP up onto Heaven. Tex is not alone here. Mazzino's waiting into the sideline. This is a spike in the hands of Ethan, by the way. They want to fight and try and flip this one all the way around. They want kills before they feel comfortable, but now the spike is dropped down in the middle of nowhere. This is ridiculous. Brock is the one who has to see if he can find a way through. And with shots like that, he might have just done it. Spike reclaimed, but a danger. They haven't skirted it just yet. The shots just barely missing. Walls up, curtain in your face, lining up. MIBR are sharpshooters themselves.
NRG are lost in the source right now.
What is happening?
You know that you're going to drive Matter out of that situation. Great bait as well.
Yeah, unbroken.
Do they think about anybody being
should.
pushed up? When they see Aspas, though, when
my
Aspas sees them,
God, okay.
Matter had barely got a glimpse, and suddenly Outlaw straight between the eyes.
Yeah, we're barely getting a chance to finish our sentences.
And Verno still undetected in the midst of all of that. And if you thought anyone was pushed up, surely you would think it would be Aspas.
Yeah, not your Sova player. Caution to the window. That's how I describe MIBR play in this one. They'd lay it down, and this is them trying to at least get a bit of a move on. Ethan anticipating this angle. Still Mazzino's there. Inserting himself into the conversation. Announcing himself over towards the B side. That's a spike. Drop down. Kiko walking, looking for extra opportunities to even it out into a 2v2, but he's not finding anyone.
Left.
Rejoining his teammate, though, Scuba back in it. Might be able to collect that kill. It's an easy one. Zekken, attention drawn to a different direction. But Mazino and Aspas have rifles, and these are 1v1s potentially offered up. Kiko is dropped. Now Scuba's being pressed from two directions. Pinched. An expectation potentially. The crosshair placement could be good for this, but Aspas woke up on the right side of bed today.
Yeah. Except for this game too.
Yeah. The pressure is on. Never been higher here. One more spot to Santiago up for grabs. MIBR looking to see if they can really dish this one. Oh, but Matters straight in there. There's a force buy from them as well. All in investment from NRG on the backside of this timeout.
And most of the guns are shockingly poor, but Matters still makes it work with 8 HP to his name.
Nades rebounding here, along with the saturate. This is fast util. MIBR trying to make them mightily uncomfortable. No element where they can sit safe and pretty inside that post plant, even just denied a plant. That is a spike out in the open. 4v4.
Kiko needs to activate over towards elbow, I think, but his KD is so low. I don't know if he has the confidence. It's on the rest of the squad. Oh, and they get melted.
And they just absolutely slam the door in their face. MIBR, they follow the sound cues. They have the confidence, and they have that desire to close out this map. If you told me that MIBR would be leading potentially 2-0 early on in this best of 5 lower bracket grand finals.
They should have been up to the task, and it looks like they are capable of it.
Massive, massive credit. Resilience is on display. Inside the smoke, Aspas looking like he wants to try and take that fight. Hold on, that's a game of timings. Kiko trying to put it fully blinded up, but you weren't expecting that, were you? Aspas shorty out, running down the opponents, but the A site is weak.
Oh, look how proactive they are as well, just immediately pulling around to the other side.
Just second home. There's going to be reinforcements arriving, convergent paths, lay it down, that's a kill claimed. So ready to jump on the chance. Any moment. Scuba that Guardian. Layering down the bullets, brought it to a 3v3. This is pure survival for NRG. Barely hanging on.
They're unaware of Tex behind them, but they might have found a gap here where they can retreat back through mid, and Tex will be flanking a non-existent push. This round felt very fast and loose from both teams.
I'd say that's been most of the game, to be honest.
I think it's been working for MIBR.
Yeah.
The higher levels of aggression and not worrying too much about making mistakes is really working for them.
More catching the flank potentially. Guns need to be out. Tex is right out into the open. Brock, the weapon for it. One player down, 2 more to go. Playing back, he's got his ult online. He's got a lot of ways to win this. Zekken with a deep TP.
But he uses the smoke there, doesn't have it to cover the spike.
Yeah. Give a one-way on themselves, to be honest, at this point as well. It's going to be very difficult to try and get around. And yeah, he's left wondering exactly where it's even planted for. Ethan holding it forward, so NRG still active, still alive in this map.
That damage is good. Aspas has got huge amounts of wealth to be able to work with. NRG have got scraps.
One round at a time is what NRG are going to be telling themselves here. And they've got plenty of ults to see if they can at least pave a path forwards to success. That's a big reveal, big damage. And Verno, despite how uncomfortable it was an ult being layered down on top of him. He still wins that fight out. Double dash over and seconds played in. Scuba is no more. 2 players sent straight back to that spectator seat. And now they have to watch in dismay as a map that should be home territory is getting taken away.
20 kills in 18 rounds from Mazino.
It's not playing, not messing around. Ethan will look to see if he can power his way through this one, though. Him and Brock side by side. Flash, rebound. Nade for a nade. It's all just slowing it down. Enough time board for MIBR to get players in position. And MIBR know to play to the outs. They're not going to give any free kills. Waiting, biding their time. Plan is down, though.
Ethan not using his as a response there.
Mazino using his early. TTP. And it's information gathered, at least that you know that one player is there. For NRG, they need heroics, they need individuals to be popping to survive in a map like this. First kill, second kill claimed, and 2 left to stand against it, but there's that damage done. Verno as weak as anything. Snake bites flying forwards, bullets rattling, Tex blade in, 1v1, Ethan can't get it done! MIBR are walking on water at this point. and they steal away that home territory map at Corrode and lead our lower bracket grand finals by 2.
What a shot at the end from Tex. They certainly have. Throw every narrative out of the window, frankly. MIBR don't look particularly exhausted, coming off and playing their 3rd best of 5 in a row.
Similar game plans to Corrode, really. Keep it simple. 5-player stack over towards the A side, looking to see if they can take slowly that ramp control. They drop the curtain just in case there was a player waiting out into the open. It's going to be a side take now. Players dropping down. Mada is trying to at least insert himself into that anchor position, but he needs some help in the bailout. The flash is excellent. Players are blinded up. And Mada and Ethan happy to jump on the chance to at least get some kills into their name here. Aspas and Verno now left alone in this spot. Mistakes really opened up for themselves. A salvo, a lot of damage done here. Aspas is weak as anything, and players rapidly approaching. This is NRG putting pace back into the game, taking back control as well. There's only so much that Verno can do in a spot like that. NRG with a pistol round win.
It's a nice one too. Mada drops into the site with a refract that he can get back into heaven.
Judges could be dangerous, but MIBR not going to be heading in that direction. The salvos used preemptively. Horn into the back. DTP with that gate crash. Util out. Whoa! Oh, what?
I mean, he knew that Zekken was there. The punish, the idea is good from Kiko. Just got to land it.
Yeah, you do just have to land those shots. Still, NRG are ready. The guns trained on that choke point. Zekken's the one who has to try and create that distraction, but hindered as well. There's plenty more util. Just lay it out one after the other. NRG is slowing down his approach, but again, the Stingers are just catching them so damn unaware. With a frenzy from long range, Mazzino doing filthy things.
And Mazzino hasn't committed with the spike. They can always back out.
Oh dear.
Tex is going to hit the backstab from heaven.
Yeah, and Mada's only got the bucky.
Aspas is the bait.
It's a fight to take together. Aspas is the bait, and meanwhile, the trap already being sprung in front of them. MIBR answer back immediately. Anchored positions. Ethan might not have armor to his name, but that bucky can be potent, and we'll see what he can do with it right now. It's a ton of flashes now sent flying forwards over towards that A side. He wants to try and lock down control of it, Mada. Barely adjusting the aim. Ethan's there still. A thorn in their side into that elbow control. And there's damage done. Verno just steps up anyway. Cleans it up. Classic now. This guy's just swapping around and playing gun game at this point, but it's a 2v3. NRG left reeling. Brock's already into the site, but he's alone. One man to stand against this one. He's doing a significant amount of damage, but there's a shotgun waiting on the other side of things, and he's making the most of it. He's doing the best he possibly can. Brock! Somehow, Zekken, 10 HP, and barely delivers it to MIBR.
It is scrappy out here.
They're able to buy up into this next one, but NRG have got to put a stop to all of this now. Has to be the turning point. Orb control, potential priority when you know that Aspas is one away, and Mada waiting for the fight to come to him up towards ramp there. It's a good, clean shot. Zekken down and out.
That's then reading into the haunt. Verno throws that haunt for Zekken to be able to take a ramp control. Mada aware of it.
Reposition, but that's a shot missed. Mada may be kicking himself here. Taking back residency inside this smoke, but very easy to get overran in a position like this. MIBR are so damn eager though. They've taken up all that space towards Mail. Meanwhile, fight happening over towards A. Tex potentially cracked open that entire site. Mada's going to try and put a stop to it. The hinder, lay it down at the feet. It's good enough. Maybe even just gearing up for the second shot to go as well. Barely missed. One more bullet left. Conversion pass. This guy is eager. He's hungry. Potentially overextending. One more bullet left. The rest of his team is with him now, but our hinder's going to be wasting away now. Not too much of an advantage. Oh, Verno! And he's cold with it. Not much in the way of reactions, other than just he's bemused, I would say. Doubled up in Mail. Smoke up that. Makes it difficult. Scuba is forwards. He's trying to take a timing, I think. Past his smoke. It already risks played for. Zekken is going to be cleaned up there. Threat of that lurk over towards mid. Dealt with. Tex, though, with the wall up. He's ready for that peek on Mada. A lot of damage done.
20 seconds, full rotate to B. The thing is, they've been winning rounds like this on the other maps.
It's on Kiko's shoulders, isn't it? 18 seconds left. Smokes are going to be laid down, and the TP into the back of the site. This spells it out. It's going to be spotting him now. Kiko, who's dead man walking. Rocket!
But there's
gets
no
one for his trouble. No time? Surely not.
They broke Mazzino's ult.
Surely. Nowhere. There's no time. 5, 4. Get out of the way. Aspas has no time at all.
I think he's just body blocked him to lose the round.
It's done. Lost on a macro sense there. NRG. You'd be wiping sweat off your brow from around like that. Deep
NRG.
salvo and a deep push.
Yeah, pushing out the whole of A.
Yeah.
Looking to try to get behind MIBR as they group up for that A hit. And now the pressure's back on Kiko again.
They've missed each other into mid. The dimensional drift is going to clear out most of the B site. Easy taken up here, but how the hell have they missed this timing? That is unbelievable. Flank activating from Scuba. It might be completely unexpected at this point, but that's Aspas. Operator, he's got that one trained, and Verno just walking into their spawn, man! Scuba finally noted. Does get the kill that he needed off onto Zekken, and he's causing a bit of a distraction. Dismay in the MIBR camp. Salvos, what a shot from Tex. I was just trying to play off the rest of that util, and they are determined.
Tex is playing so well.
No more funny business.
He's found every gap over towards A, hitting great shots. And just overall, the game plan from MIBR, so much more aggression than we've seen from them earlier on.
Deep hit into mid, though. There will be more of a response from NRG this time. They have players in position to at least try and put a stop to it. To pull, to try and drop it. Salvas into the corner. Zekken fake clones! And just baits out the shot and gets the kill anyway. Absurd behavior that we're witnessing here, but the Armageddon might just help them out. Either way, NRG clear a bit of a path forwards, with Tex being cleaned up too. They're going to be lacking options.
Locating targets.
They're going back into this B site.
Drone is down.
Mazino spotted, and that angle not expected. From a new box, Mada locking down the choke.
NRG are finally being able to stop MIBR once they get them completely boxed in. But you can't give an opportunity for Aspas to get back into this one in a 2v4. NRG have not been struggling too much with the first kill situations. It's been closing out these advantages. And this is what I'm saying. You cannot give MIBR chances to get back in.
35 seconds.
Aspas picks up a rifle, looking to be a bit more dynamic with it.
It's already in a prime position. There's 8 seconds remaining to try and get themselves in here. Not going for the kill. Just going to let them all the way into the site. That is 4 seconds barely on the clock. So the plan going down, but Heaven needs to be watched for. An angle potentially there, but Broad doesn't take the fight in time. Find out Ethan will win it. Aspas drops. It's now a 1v3 for Verno. Surely he can't do it again. Util flying forwards. It's not planning for him, and it just to be watched. The fuse can be stuck. Safety in numbers. And NRG have it.
They gave a chance to MIBR, but NRG closed the door in their face.
In the right spot for some action here. The Haunt, big reveal.
He did this before defending A. Got the dash out into sight and just landed on the MIBR players as they went for the plant. Here it goes.
Here it is. No way, Verno. How's he finding this? And this is an eager NRG. They want to try and fight this one once more, but that Seize connects. The Nightfall on top of it. The nade rebounds. Oh my God, you're pressed into them. And you have no choice. Pick your poison situation. Seconds already in their spawn. This is lightning fast in terms of the fights and approach taken. A lot of damage done, but already taking up camp, and Kiko was aware of it.
Tex is behind you again.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? You clear one obstacle and there's 5 more waiting for you. Tex, if Aspas didn't get it, it was probably in his hands.
Right, if NRG want to try to get scrappy, MIBR are super happy to
go down
to play
into
like
the mud
that
today.
Yeah.
Guns up in the hands of NRG. First time in a long while here, but here's a showstopper to meet your match. Aspas, much bigger gun at hand, and now he's going to be looking to send this one forwards. Good catch on the Tex. Fuse dissipating, and the rocket will go flying. It does get them full site control, but MIBR have not been content to just sit back in the post plan.
No, here comes Zekken. He's pushing that Heaven smoke.
One step further forwards here. Cosmic Divider trying to get this side. What? Zekken!
He's gotten away with murder!
It's unethical! He can't be getting away with this, and NRG, they're sending it forwards again, blitzing pace once more, but Zekken, he can't be denied, he can't be stopped! It's 4 kills! A possibility of an ace, and Mada's gonna make a play for it.
He's in a 1v3. It could be possible.
Gonna give him a chance to make it happen.
He's flanked all the way around through B main. He was quick on it, and they didn't hear him because of the Cosmic Divide.
Mada has made the right moves, like you said, they were fast enough. Cosmic Divide hiding his intent, but he's not being handed any 1v1s, any free kills. It's passive positions going, exploring. Zekken! Gun down! Mada going for more. He's trying to find his players. Anticipation at the peak. But it's Mazino who has his teammates back.
I cannot believe what MIBR are getting away with today. and utilizing the Cosmic Divide to be able to get up into heaven unexpectedly. Absolutely nuts.
Yes, sir.
They are running them down. The reigning world champions.
It's dominance.
Zero breathing room. The control of the game has been entirely MIBR's. Similar play here. When MIBR did this last time, they were going into a bit of a B split, so they're trying to feign and condition, but B main control is theirs. NRG know that this is going to be going over towards A. The anchor players now have the onus placed onto them. Ethan is going to do a lot from this spot. Back against the wall again. He has teammates at his back. Scuba, let's see if he can land these shots, at least with the trade, but Tex is instantly on that line. Forwards again, Aspas!
How is he doing it?
How did they get away with it? I said it before, but they are walking on water, and the satchels to save your life matter is trying to run at them. Anything he can do, but it is denied to the bitter end. 9-3. And how do you manage to do that? Barely any time to even comprehend what's happening. Zekken forwards, the approach again. Sees, connects. Locking down two of the players of NRG, forcing the issue perhaps here, but they still want to go fast and loose. Out towards this one with the shorties.
Whoa. Good
adjustment on the second shot. Matter barely getting a handle on it. Caverna will be dropped. It's an important kill. Plant down as well. Not for heaven, but for main.
Huge flank from Scuba. You just got a flash from there in B heaven.
Might be able to get the backstab online again. A critical win con for them.
The push is coming down ramp.
Yes, Mazina's not ready for this one. Reveals it early. Denies that chance. Main control. Lockdown. Brock. Whole team, in fact, activating across the board here. Aspas. Caught. Position noted. Players watching for him. And time ticking away. It's a pistol round here for NRG. It's the first round. It needed to go right for them here in the second half. They're going to see if they can carry this momentum forwards.
Sign of the mental state, though, just the body language.
Yeah.
Tex has got a Bucky here. Might try to work his way up vent and see if he can put pressure on Matter, who's already found an opener.
That is fast. Aspas wasn't quite ready for that one.
Star player shut down, 7th death.
It was wide out into the open.
Push on the other side. Zekken using all of this ramp pressure to go and try to take some
Roll.
space.
Kiko was ready.
Yeah, great shutdown.
Holding for all of this now. This is NRG sharp shooting. Tex, why not? Your turn next, and he will fall regardless. The trade. Perfect there. 4 players alive.
And this is where you see NRG cleanly execute their 5v4s. It has been a huge strength of theirs across the tournament. When they get a pick, they punish your attempt to make some kind of counterplay, and that, I think, is a... On the other hand, NRG's game plan might be to try to find out where Tex is and then ult him.
See how this goes. Flash is going a little bit wide. Tex is spotted out, though, and there it is. Sending it forward. Ethan is so far ahead of the pack there. Unorthodox, really. Unprecedented. It's not what you expect from him. Still to clean up. Trades Kiko. Coming alive in the final few moments here. Split.
What a turret. That's what you expect from the guy that they've picked up here. Added him in for his firepower. Creates a 3v2.
Retaking him at the op. Never ideal.
Oh, they're worried about Mazzino, but he's coming up behind them.
They're taking time. He's so fast here. So fast indeed. Players out and wide into the open, and a shot goes wide at that. Aspas knows roughly where one player is. The smoke has to be popped, and Kiko immediately repositioning.
I think this is a save on the op.
It has to be, right?
I don't know. He could certainly try to go for it.
MIBR have been throwing caution to the wind, believing in their own individuality. Especially on split.
If Aspas doesn't get given any free kills, though, he may well just play cautiously and go to save the op.
Yeah, picked it up.
And NRG give him nothing.
It's immediately heard by Kiko. He's running. Look at him. All the way through spawn.
Yeah. They want this op out of Aspas's hands.
Yep.
It just simplifies the game plan so much when you know that the defenders can't have that. Kiko's going to be meeting him early. Does Aspas anticipate it on this timing?
Apparently so. Scoped up, and wow, okay. Hits it. Look, he wasn't entirely aware, but
yeah.
It's a nice play by Kiko. He just immediately made the decision to rotate there, but he still gets punished for it.
And I think Aspas is more useful at being able to help Tex in mid or help over towards B with his nade.
Here's the Cosmic Divide. Mazzino, that's a massive amount of pressure. He's still holding it down towards Pillar. He needs that nade, but again, the Salvo still gets one and plays Tex in, but the trade's intact again. Verno trying to play it forwards. Left up to Zekken. NRG, discipline reigning through. This is what got them through and got them a title win and a championship one at that. Second though, trying to make a play forwards. Hunting for information. The wall fades away. Has to try and ISO these fights. Has util to do so. Clone charging ahead. Flash around the corner. Shots fired into the back. But again, a lot of players to account for. Running and gunning. 1v1. And Kiko has been astounding in his final few rounds. There's a pull already out. Zekken going to be vulnerable up here. Another tap. He's guessing where Kiko could be. Running around. Zekken plays it beautifully.
Immaculate in the clutch. Completely outplays Kiko there. Along with the Prowler utility that Verno's been pumping out.
Dangerous though, holding this line as Seekers in your face. There's going to be more util where that came from. The salvos, you can pick and choose how you exactly want to play this one. Fully onto the retake for A. It's a dire situation, especially with that pit that's now going to be dropped into screen, stretching all the way through. Big reveal there from the drone. The salvo, second layer of it, an attempt at a kill. Saturate, down, now to Nightfall. Fast going, an attempt at least by MIBR. NRG are locking down the extremities.
Zekken though, TP'd into A.
Trying to hold down that heaven control. Zekken has been that thorn in their side consistently at that, but he needs a few more kills while he's added. Him and Verno, they combine their might to tap onto the plan, forcing out that pull, but his fights taken up towards heaven are essential now. Brock just peeking, barely at that. Stuns there, up on top of the angle. Brock seals it up. And there was danger lurking in a round like that, but NRG now just trailing by 1.
There's always a worry when you play against a Yoru comp that Zekken will just be reinforcing the site. You'll always be going into a stacked site, but it's nice to mix up the tempo sometimes.
Definitely is. Flash connects. You know there's some acknowledgement there. Armageddon! You can't get out. You have to choose, and you're going to be going down regardless. The carpet bomb claims a life. Potentially a bit of hard auntie, knowing the way that Tex likes to play.
Yeah, it's really lovely. And even getting the confirmation off Ethan's flash. But I think you just have to gamble and just trust Aspas. With the form he's in and the fact he has a showstopper, leave A to him.
Drone spots it. Zekken is ISO'd there and he's suppressed on top of it. He can't get out of this spot. His ult's committed, no scope! Somehow finds at least the one win con for it, but NRG are happy to clean up the rest.
It's a crazy moment that could have potentially tipped the scales, but NRG's ult usage here was sublime.
And util usage on top of it. Stealth drone, perfect target to tag onto. Zekken. Soon as the drone isn't broken, he can't TP out.
This is exactly how NRG drafted up this attack side.
They're leading. The other side of this one, Aspas will give us time to shine, but eventually shut down there. NRG taking the lead.
I have been thinking throughout Kickoff that the op has sometimes been a detriment for MIBR.
We'll see here. Aspas from both forwards. That is a shot fired off. They know that. Another attack, side up, okay! An instinctual play by Aspas. Expecting there to be a follow-up on that response.
Whether he stayed here is a different question.
It's TP. It's broken, it's all for information from Mazino.
At least a few players seen, maybe all 3.
Might go back to A, all this space. Absorb straight up, that operator exchanging hands. Kiko makes good usage of it, drone. Broken, and now
they see Aspas. They know the showstopper's there. Scuba with a perfect lurk into A. Tex, though, could be a misery maker in this round.
Wait a minute. He's only got the judge, but he's got to do a lot from this spot. And Scuba cleans it up.
What a back clear.
Incredible level of awareness here. Scuba, the playmaker in a round like this, and this is desperation. The judge can only do so much. Aspas again left in a 1v3. He needs kills, but his head's already taken clean off. 12 rounds for NRG. One more.
They have been very good at punishing MIBR here.
Yeah.
This map, they've found the adjustment that works.
They're going over towards A. Is the showstopper used? Off of what kind of timing? I'm not too sure, but it's definitely speeding up the rest of NRG. Jumping into the fray. Over towards the A site. Zekken's only got the judge. Cosmic Divide cuts it up. He is alone. He's isolated. Dimensional Drift could be used to see if he can get himself out here, but it's slow going from NRG. Timing by Tex. He takes it straight towards Ramp. These players are barely getting in right now. And again, that ult could be used. Here's the flash now. Zekken being pressured. The judge again, not the weapon for the job. It's all just scraps. Bottom of the bargain bin, but MIBR are going to do the best they possibly can. Plant going down. Tex finds another one. Big weapon picked up now. Operator in his hands. 2v3. It's a matter of survival here for MIBR. They need this round. TP across, cuts it up. These angles with the weaponry has got to be better. Surely NRG with the rifles are going to find a way through. A few more kills going their way. Recall, reset of the aim, and now it's just left down to Scuba. Scuba, 1v1 for the map win, and he will deliver them. Onwards and upwards to Abyss. They've been granted another lifeline.
Insane comeback from NRG.
We already saw that on the second half of Split. They were avoiding working around Aspas with the operator constantly.
And I think that's crucial for the next half, when MIBR are on the defense side.
Yeah.
Because that's where they've been struggling. And the pistols have been good for NRG today. It's something that Ethan was noting, even as they went 4-9 on Split.
Adder, slightest of off angles here. Paid and switch setup, but Verno, well, he still tries to clear it, but again, the salvo is just immediately there to supplement. As soon as the contact is taken, a dash already expended and used, but a paranoia, surely you have to claim this kill, but the damage goes both ways. Brock relieves that pressure, and you're lining up for the damage, collecting and cleaving all of them. Shred of HP available, but honestly, it's already done. Brock delivers them a pistol round, almost single-handedly. Five group of players.
Mada just popped the refract. He jumped off through cliff, and now he can tell his team to stack A.
Yeah, they're getting bodies and players into position here. NRG are looking to try and shove this one back. Knives out here. Aspas is going to be the first one in. Dash into the smoke, and now a play into the back. That blind and flash is perfect. Good util. See if you can lay claim to a lot of this space, but NRG, we're not going to be content with this one. Time running short. Hold on, the smoke's dissipating. MIBR being pushed into a really uncomfortable position here. They need to see if they can secure this one. The plan was denied. Second, might have claimed these kills, but now he needs to hold this one off. Swinging wide banner. He got it. He got the kill. And second, not even able to get that ace towards the end of things here. NRG are all smiles beaming across the stage. Life and misery. Deep drone as well gets a lot of information, clear them out. That's a Hunter's Fury extended here, but again, the range might become an issue. He catches that onto Zekken.
Oh, he's so good.
It's outlandish. How does he manage it? It's up to Aspas to see if he can correct the course. He's got the silverware out now, already with that dash. In through and out, sidestepping with the paranoia, but again, the weaponry. Scuba, Ethan slapping down the adversaries. 5 in a row now, and they're out of their seats.
What am I watching from the MIBR POVs? Tex and Mazzino. MIBR are walking back in that direction, looking to use the Cosmic Divide.
Yeah, things off.
Their post plant should be really strong here. Verno with ult.
Ethan, what a shot to find, and he's going to be dipping all the way back out. He's already done the damage. They got the player advantage.
Again, playing around the smokes perfectly.
That's what's going to be deleted here. These are ults committed in a must-win round for MIBR. Big knife. It's going to slow them down to a degree, but this flank occurring.
I love the flank against Verno's ult.
NRG don't want to account for. Double dash in. That's going to be saturated into the corner. And handed now. Mazzino's looking to try and push them back. Salvo deep into the corner. Verno forwards, pressing up now. His rifle in hands. It's up to him to see if he can land some of these shots, but they're playing off the pressure now. Ping-ponging back and forth. These MIBR players not looking to let it slip, but they look uncomfortable at that. Scuba already creating that pressure off from the side. The snakebite and the shots. He's finding all of it in the block again. Spam anticipated. Second, ready for it, and Tex. A flourish at the end of that round, and finally a round on the board that MIBR needed.
All right, MIBR. They stopped the rot.
Not barely dealt with, and that's a big reveal into Mazzino.
Good trade back, though.
It is, yeah. Necessary one at that. Deep TP. Interesting take onto it into the recall. Smoke and Matter was ready regardless.
How are you ready for that? It's such a nice idea for Zekken.
And look at NRG immediately. Proactivity called for.
But this is going to give a timing for Aspas and Verno to get into A. And that itself should relieve pressure on Tex.
They hear it. It could come down to the timings here. They hear the ropes and the shots are fired here. This is going to be pushing these players back. Another tap. No committal. Shock darts raining down. Heavy damage.
They know Tex was here, but Mada is not thinking about it.
It's all about what Tex can find here. The barrel might betray. And yes, Mada spotted, biding the time. Oh! Patience played too much, and Mada, what a shot, what a reaction. Double dash in now, he's feeling it. The rest of NRG looking to see if they can play themselves all the way in a 2v3 though. Still anyone's game to plan. Finally committed the damage. Done! Spraying up down Verno! He was on for an ace, but shut down by Mada. Pure brilliance, individuality shining from this guy. Xena going to be sending this one. Going to clear the way for it. That's a shot on wide. Mada, at this point, his form has been unbelievable, so it's rare to see him miss shots like that. Zekken. It's a rare misplay by Brock. He's just going to be catching him unaware there onto the reload, but Zekken is pressed into a corner, stunned up. Salvo, next wave of things swinging wide. Gearing up to take that fight and wins it.
There's the star power.
The immense amount of pressure. Zekken is not done. He's not finished.
There's the individual ability that was carrying MIBR early on. Put in a tough spot and wriggling out. 5v2.
Scuba trying to take a time and pass this drone, but he's tagged up. No missteps this time, and Aspas eager. Drops Scuba, takes him out. Mada now left in a 1v5. Of course, he's going to make a play for it, but not long for the world in a spot like that. So, second round, and it is flawless at that here for MIBR. Adjustments working. Mid-pressure off the back of those individuals of Zekken.
Scuba and Mada that do like to push out on defense, but they're just going to be anchoring for now.
Zekken rejoining the pack here as well. Just trying to make sure that he can pull players away. They are currently scoping out the spawn. No command now going to be, again, sending out waves, emanating out. What is that peak? Barely able to get the kill. Yeah, I mean, Zekken gets it. Survives on 10 HP, and a deep TP goes both ways. Armageddon now pushing back this plan. There's a minute left on the clock.
Nobody is thinking about the flank.
No one's thinking about it at all. In the midst of all this chaos, this is Kiko. He could thrive. He could feast. Catches them completely unaware. No one turning around. It's 2 kills in the blink of an eye. And now the pressure completely flipped. It's MIBR. It's Zekken and Tex left to see if they can dig themselves out. But Kiko running a mockery. 9 rounds now, and only 1 more left to play for in the half. It's in that mid link, but you can't really count on the same play twice. This time, NRG are very much aware.
Yeah, they're hyper aware.
Yeah, playing a bit further back. Drone to try and clear this one. Paranoia is there, but emergent pass. Good luck, Hunter's Fury. And Salvo's at your feet. They are using everything.
Oh, that's so nice.
Long range with the assist, and oh my, almost there with a second kill. Zekken. Significant damage done to Kiko, but he is surviving, and now dropping down. Potential sound cue heard. Verno.
This time he's not going to get caught by the flank.
It's an off angle. Kiko. Barrel pokes out, and there it is.
What a
Scuba
spot.
and Ethan. Definitely so. 2v4 for them to play in here, but this is looking like MIBR will be able to get that third unless something significant happens. Scuba shut down, trying to make the play. Ethan now, the IGL left to do it all, but eventually shut down. Good trades intact by Aspas. 9-3. You posed the question, Josh. Big group up here. NRG. Drone's going to get cancelled. No, the knife is broken, so unimpeded. That's going to be that stealth drone clearing the way. But MIBR have a stack of bodies ready onto the site to receive. It's all about how you really handle it. The smoke up and over. Zekken is wiggling around. This is a playground for him right now. But Kiko! Deep TP into the back. They were not expecting that.
That is a nasty 3K. Both Omens going bonkers there. And Kiko coming out on top. Major recovery in terms of his individual performance across this map. He is treating it like a playground. Tex, nightmare spot for him.
Yep.
Gets drilled by Brock. First bullet straight to him. NRG go up 10-3. And it's a force buy from MIBR.
Yeah, they realize what they have to do here. Zekken shredded by a couple of bullets. We'll have to respect that one. They do have players in position, but the dart's not dealt with. That's a saturate up and over towards the top, and he's revealed, lit up. Mada locks on, locks in, and this guy is not letting any stone be unturned. Clears up the rest of the site now. Damage done to Verno. Can't even pressure and push back the plant in time. It's going to drop down to 30 HP. It's desperation for MIBR. Plant down now, NRG are in a very comfortable position. The guns just aren't good enough to do the job, not from this sort of range. Shock darts a sidestep, nade's gonna sail overhead. Kiko will be spammed down as a result of it, but it goes both ways. NRG, massive player advantage, and all the confidence in the world now to just take over this map.
Storming ahead. and essentially seals the fate of Abyss here. MIBR forced into this round to make a desperate comeback. But, man, it's got to feel brutal. The manner in which they've lost some of these rounds and these moments has been tragic.
NRG just A-execing. MIBR got a stack of 4 players. Anything to try and stop the Masters blind firing into the wall, but they are finding it difficult to get through still. There's a player advantage. NRG though just walk up past it. No one's holding that choke point. Ethan still gets the second up to the top of the box. There's adjustment to the aim. Verno keeps his team in it for now. Contacting for now, but as soon as the orb's picked up, that's the signal. Everybody wants to send it flying forwards. Aspas, it's all on him. Potentially spotted up onto the high ground and definitely revealed by the recon. Armageddon, lay it down, Ethan! Just catches him. Kickoff!
What's
Friendly
happening?
fire, Verno's in there, capitalizing, trying to make the most of it, but he's damaged down, 45 HP. Spike has dropped down at that. Mazzino off onto the flank, but spotted out, and Brock eager for the engagement. And even anticipating the second part of it, but Zekken will clean it up. Spike's down. Scuba, barely any time to work with here, but both players are low. They'll go down to barely anything at all. The Paranoia misses. Individuals, 1v1. Scuba seals it up once more.
He's been the most clutch player in the server, and he delivers again. Closes the door, slams it shut in the faces of the super team. 13-4. The guy who's going to be activating on a lot of those A lurks. He has more to play for here than anybody else. Ethan's playing to have a chance at a trophy and maybe be the winningest player of all time, overtaking Chronicle, right?
Which way are they going?
What is
They're
going on
running
here?
rings around the map, trying to get the legs and the steps in, apparently.
I think they're going to end up in the right position.
Yeah, they are. They're following the sound cues, and here it is. They found it anyway. Paranoia forwards. There's a stun into the back. Aspas trying to lead this again, but these walls in your face make it difficult to try and chew through and get through. Jumping, right clicks, everything being offloaded. Vulnerable to Verno. You're getting ticked down, ticked down, ticked down. The pressure is getting to these players, and you're starting to see it made manifest.
Mazzino, though, has found the gap. He's in through B. MIBR cancel a little bit, and they're going back into it.
Trying to hit those shots though against the Neon is a hard task all around. 14 seconds, nothing to play with. The Spike is in the middle of nowhere. They need to carve out a path, but NRG are the ones stopping it. Short of the mark entirely. Players in the right spots, and the shots are fired. Flawless for NRG, and anarchy to begin this final map. Essentially grouped up towards mid here. It looks like a B hit is going to be called for. MIBR. Ball's propped up with a fast lane. Deep TP up towards the top. Zekken landing a couple of those shots. Guardian in hand. Tapping away. He's aiming for the best. But Scuba still survives and pushes it all the way back. These players are in. They're umming and ahhing. They're wondering how to get the most. But it's a bonus. Bonus for NRG. Oh my God, man.
It's gross.
You just got to look away sometimes.
That is not okay. So he's actually unaware of what's happening. Turret, though, giving him good info to play off.
Turret's posted. It's just Seed is weak. Good stun, does connect. Lombard into the corner, and even spotting out that play as a Scuba rooted out of the spot. Manado, he's going to answer back almost immediately there with a trade, and it looks like Brock wants to get active and into the fight. Drops down out of heaven into hell, and this guy is a demon himself when he has that Odin. Spike is dropped.
30 seconds left.
Irretrievable at this point. This is a lackluster MIBR that are running out of answers.
Pump fakes in one direction. Try to get Mazzino inserted on an A-lurk. See if you can get Tex working his way through mid. Oh, and he's dead already!
It's filthy! A punish onto the Killjoy when they expect that turret lineup. Verno's out into the open. This is individualistic. This is just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks. Because everything has gone wrong for MIBR. NRG are putting on a world-class performance here on Haven.
Absolutely destroying the super team from Americas.
Toxin screen down.
Zekken not even able to get the punish there onto Brock. Not a piece of damage done.
Toxin screen down.
They're looking to try to get their way back in through A if they can. Mazzino's going to put up the wall and then just walk into a wall of bullets. A 2v5, same as the previous round, but now what's the point in saving? You might as well do something. These rounds are chalked from beginning to end.
They are. NRG, the defensive setups, there's so many layers that they're putting on top. He reads and stacks and he got. And if there's hitting shots like that, my God!
If you're deleting Aspas in one shot while he's neon sliding, you deserve to go to Santiago. Yeah, look, he's turreting the mid window now.
Yeah.
And they push, they go for an A lobby crunch. Anticipating MIBR making an adjustment. They've taken Tex down again. You are not allowed to play the game.
This is unreal. He's been forced back to that spectator seat multiple rounds in a row without even seeing a soul. Second. It's an attempt from him to return that fire, but Matters deep posted, and all it takes is a half clearance, and it leaves Matters time to shine. Zekin again returns it.
It's a good trade at least. It's a better situation, honestly, than MIBR have been in.
Open access to the A side, but like you said, this lockdown's going to be used, presumably to retake.
I don't really understand this. You've got to pit, I think, to get yourself back in from the lockdown. You know you're going to get pushed out of the site, so you have to pit to get yourself back in. But Mazzino's so committed and the spike is so far away.
Yeah, it's again.
Are they
No
not
one's on
going
the
to go
same
for the
page.
pit?
Aspas is going for a peek here. He's overstaying. NRG are not going to offer you opportunities.
Oh, no.
Snake bite, shock darts raining down. Detainment is the only choice you've got.
They're both detained.
You're forced to lose, essentially. NRG give you no options. Give you no chances. They steal away your hope.
Far too easy for NRG. They get up to 9. Will Tex be allowed to play the game to open up here? Look at Brock on this line. He's going for the spam through the door. Across to A lobby.
See if he lands it again. That's a lot of damage. Zekin! How does he anticipate this?
He's unbelievable, man. He's a menace everywhere around the map. You don't see him.
It's just unbelievable. I think I used the term unethical earlier, but I'm going to reserve that for Brock from now on.
Yeah, I think it's right.
They're not giving him a chance to play. They're not giving him a chance to play.
They don't even get to play the game.
Oh my God, man.
He's killed everybody through a wall. No one's seen anyone in this game.
Tex has. And even then, he's going to be shut down by the trade instantly. 9-0. Gearing up for 10 rounds in a row. Such dominance. I can't remember the last time I've seen it, especially in the fashion that NRG are going for.
For this to be map 5, MIBR will have been coming out the back of Abyss and thinking, right, well, we've got another map, we've got another opportunity. And then slowly now, the dread is going to be seeping in. I say slowly. At this point,
10 rounds in a row. NRG. They're not giving them a chance to breathe.
I mean, what that does end up with, though, is that MIBR have got ults that they've never been able to even use.
Yep.
Tex
Straight there.
No armor, but not that it made a difference. Verno and Mazzino also going for Vandal, no armor.
Deep drone now trying to get these tags off. 45 seconds, though, MIBR. They're desperate for anything at this point. Grasping at straws with a stack of players. NRG have got players in position. Matter doesn't that operator. The paranoia is going to be good connection. No one really willing to play off the back of this one, though. They've been stunted and slowed, at least by that util, but that's passes forwards anyway. Leading it forwards. The team making sure that they can clear out all of the little areas here, but Ethan's still playing himself in. This guy is eager to go, raring to go. Broke over the top. Hit through heaven is the plan tonight. No, no. Not a single chance is offered. Just when you think MIBR have a hope, a glimpse of getting around on the board. They know this game's in their grasp. They know they're in complete control. The lockdown activated, but this is NRG looking to fight over it. Shock darts raining down. Potential here with a util, but they might be forced to respect this one. DTP into the corner. It's getting a little bit messy. Ethan is hard committed. And the overextension, Hunter's Fury into the corner. This is everything being thrown. MIBR practically the kitchen sink to try and get something going for them. The pit still up. Bit of an issue here. Keeper's still active. You never know what could happen. This guy's alone. He's a one-man army. No way. Can't be doing this. Dodging, juking, avoiding the fights. The aim straight down. Can't get the third. But the damage might just be done anyway. Scuba anticipating that re-swing.
He knows where they both are. Surely MIBR get one.
They have to, surely, at this point. A 1v2. Scuba's been given agency. Free reign, he's just in the site.
So much respect offered, so much space given. This is not how MIBR was winning earlier on.
They were winning with just aggression, disrespect, running at them. Reliance on the aim, but doing it together. This looks like their spirits have just been taken away. Scuba, tap, pulls out the dart, doesn't break it, going for the kill, and at least MIBR get the one, but my God, is the damage done. Recipient of a lot of this aggression that might be coming his way here. He's just trying to hold down the A side, but look at him. Looking left, looking right. He's got to clear a short, a long. A lot of unknowns. Doesn't know where these players could be. He's just missed the timing, and now with the util, there's no more chances. He's just got to try and weather the storm and get his team back in, but that dart is good. Aspas delivers it. To blow to the head. Mata's going to be knocked out and down by the cow, but Scuba lurking off to the side. Kills claimed. NRG, they've got the guns and got the weapons. Space is theirs. And Verno tucked tight to the corner. This anchor smoke is the only respite he's got. His team is in though, ready to try and put up a bit of a performance, and Tech's okay. At least getting himself online, some kills on the board. Allowed to play the game for once in this map.
Yeah. Scuba fakes like he's running away. He's been easily the most clutch player in the game so far. Most clutch out of any of these guys at Kickoff, but this would be something completely different.
11 seconds though, not a lot of time to work with, and the damage already done, so... Pistol rounds.
They double the amount of rounds that they've won so far on Haven.
Just got to drag it back one round at a time, but NRG, look at them. I mean, they're playing for the long haul. Orbs up, biding their time. The danger of a team like NRG, they're going to play every single round to win, even if they're on an eco. And they're hungry for the kill. Zekken desperately trying to escape this one, but takes Aspas. Answer back, they slap them straight back down to earth and ground this NRG squad that was getting away with a little bit too much.
A good beginning, a clean conversion off the pistol.
Deep smoke, though, is going to be obfuscating the sideline. You can see how difficult it is for him to get anything done with this scope weapon. Smokes and walls in his face potentially now, and that drone needs to be broken. Barely at that. It's a tag onto Mazzino. He's going to be forced out of the fight. And the issue's there. Turret gone. Spam through the smoke. Tex at least delivers that. Ethan's going to be dropped, but Scuba is finding his own marks. Out towards Garage, and a call for the cancel. NRG want to make moves now to a different area of the map.
They're fully leaving, but they have no smokes. Ethan's dead.
Lambot spots it out. Tex is gone, though. Deleted. Gun out for Verno. And if he presses forwards here, he's going to be sorely disappointed. He still gets the one. Kiko trades it out, and that's the plan denied. Now picked up and running around. Mazzino with the wall up. Hold on the timing. Scuba connecting the kills here. Aspas left out in that 1v2. He has the rifle, but he doesn't know the positioning, and Matters already in that forward approach. Ready to take that first point, first contact, first shot for him. Jiggle. Seen it. By the looks of it, just backs himself out.
Yeah, I don't know whether he did.
Yeah, maybe not. Kiko is already moving to clear up most of A long and A lobby, so it looks like they have missed the mark. But again, how difficult this spot is for Aspas to play in. He doesn't know where any of these players are. Heaven compromised. Kiko all the way around. Here's the sound cues. That at least clears up one, but at this point, time is running short, and another tap. He's just looking for the next signs of life. At some point, he has to stick this, and he realizes it. Has to give it up, has to try and save this rifle. But now, you can truly make no mistakes. This is the 12th round for NRG.
30 seconds left.
MIBR now. Zekken, Verno. Gonna try and put a stop to this. All the noise being made in the world now. It's obvious signs that this is gonna be leaning over towards A. Bodies are starting to get flooding into the site. Trying to reinforce this all the way up. The crossfire setup is there. Aspas, Zekken activating Verno. It's all there in time to keep this team alive.
It's not the best round that Ethan's ever called on the attack. They changed the defensive setup almost completely.
Yeah. Deep alarm bot down into A short, but all the way over towards B. NRG typically do a bit of poking and prodding, but this looks like a hard committal. Ethan's got the spike, and he's in the back of the site. Zekken, he's gone. Finished off. And now with that pit blossoming out, this is dangerous. Tidings, Verno. Ult earned prior. Bit of respite there. Snakebite also to combo it all up. Matter playing skip rope over the top of that. Barely alive, and they don't think, really, I believe he's unaccounted for. In a spot like this, he might be able to do some serious work inside the pits. Aspas.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Scoped up. Rourke, shock darts. Mazzino's brought down. Is this how it ends? A round like this, a scenario like this.
They know that NRG have to go and get the spike, but they have no clue about Mada.
No. Aspas just hoping for signs of life. Mada! He's finally there. Shows his presence, the pit drops down, and a lockdown now to give them that buffer room, that breathing room. Verno and Tex have got it all to do in a spot like this. How do you push this back? World beater form, eager to take the fight, but the lockdown will force that respect into you. At least earning themselves a 2v3. Lockdown of their own now to get back into the fight. What is the call to be made? Mada.
Good spam damage on the Mada.
Yeah, a whole load of bullets. He backs himself out and away. Everybody playing the distance now. NRG. Back it up, rolling retreat. They know the plan's down. They know the win cons within their grasp. Just a matter of execution at this point. Deep drone. Turret trying to spot out where all of these players are in the extremities. A tap. See where that swing is. Scuba, Kiko combine their might. This has to be it. The impetus, the turning point. NRG. Domination across the board. They make history in Americas. They complete the reverse sweep. And your final team to go to Santiago is your reigning world champions.
A genuinely incredible comeback from NRG.